So we're gonna have to like re-anchor. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Making holes, cutting tubes is the name of today's episode. Fiberglass is strong, baby.
Fiberglass is strong, baby. That's what he said. Because we're not sure if we're supposed to be doing boat work out here. I feel like this is like Blair Witch Project. Like, help me. I'm so scared. We're Armand and Leah, and this is our four-legged first mate Kino. We bought a sailboat with the dream of quitting the rat race and sailing the world. We sold most of our belongings, moved aboard Cosmo, and transformed her into a blue water cruising vessel. A year ago, we left our jobs and took off from our home port of Monterey, California. Since then, we've sailed over 2,000 miles down the Pacific coast and into the Sea of Cortez. From leaky bilges to rolly anchorages and unforgettable sunsets to unexpected fixes. We're learning to live simply, sail slowly, and enjoy the chaos along the way. This is our story. This is Smoko Sailing. We are going for a sundowner on Shelter Island. I'm just kidding. We're going for gelato, which is my version of a sundowner. We're in, this is called the A1 La Playa Anchorage. Technically you can have 40 boats in here. I can't imagine having 40 boats in here, having to anchor with so many boats. You have to reserve it in advance online. You can get here at 9 a.m. on a Friday, and you have to leave 9 a.m. on a Monday. The dinghy dock situation's a little weird here. We haven't really found anything that's super suitable. We have been beaching not over there. Well, let's go see what Shelter Island has to offer, because this is truly like a sailor's paradise. You can get anything done here. It has anything and everything. To get passenger princess treatment. You did great, Armand. Thank you.
Yeah, it's cool. No worries.
Made it to shore. No one got wet. We do have an anchor, but Armand wants to be a little bit more expeditionary and tie up to the rocks.
What's so weird is, like, as a cruiser, you stay in these areas next to these types of homes. I mean, you shop on Zillow a lot for some reason. How much are these things?
Like the browse.
3,000? 3 million? 5 million, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we anchored here for free. It's pretty wild.
Shelter Island starts right there. Got some marine stores. A bunch more stuff down that way.
What's wild is, like, this store over here, like, they specialize in navigation stuff. So, like, Ray Marine, B&G, like, they're specialists there. It's not just like a marine store, yeah. It's a specialty. Yeah, because everybody has a sextant. Like, how many people go in here to adjust my binoculars? I never could do that.
So that's what we mean when you can have the most specific things get taken care of on Shelter Island.
Like rigging. There are, like, I saw 4 or 5 rigging companies. Yeah. In our county, there was like one dude that maybe did it. So Armand and I actually just walked to the end of Shelter Island, the very tip where the public dock is, to scope out the spot that we're gonna have for the next 5 days once we leave the anchorage. It's public dock. We actually have that space right there. Why are tides important? We don't know tides.
We don't know weather or tides or...
Yeah, so this is where we're at.
Just pivot. Well, you gotta untie it from the rock first.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, I was nervous that our dinghy was gonna float away.
Yeah,
quite the opposite, really. Do you want me to help you push it? Yeah. A little too close for comfort. So we're gonna have to like re-anchor. But I don't know how to turn around though.
Just gonna go back.
Let's go back.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up the anchor and drift.
Pull the anchor and drift.
So that was like a combination of like intense but very quiet. Like we were like whispering because it's still early here, so.
Yeah, it's Sunday morning. Very lazy Sunday morning.
We drifted so close to another boat. I actually pushed off their boat with my foot on the bow, which is pretty wild. So I think the rule is, like, from now on, the first night we weren't comfortable with that. And then we're like, oh, whatever, it's only 3 days. Like, hey,
no.
Do it again. Yeah, do it right.
When in doubt.
Yeah, it's our own fault. It's all good. So let's have some coffee. We're gonna wait for about half an hour, 45 minutes and see if we move, which we won't. But yeah, I like to just sit out and like watch how the boat reacts. So let's have some coffee.
Good morning. It's Monday, August 12th. Also happens to be our 10-year anniversary, but we've got more exciting things happening today. We are gonna be leaving the A1 La Playa Anchorage, and we're going maybe quarter mile that way to the transient slip. They're right by the police dock of Port of San Diego. We've got a slip there for the week so that we can work on fiberglassing, cleaning, maybe plumbing, definitely solar arch, maybe some rewiring for other stuff. This is gonna be our first time backing into a slip because we have to install the solar arch on the stern. We obviously haven't been in a marina in a really long time. As we're about to start taking off, I'm like, hey, we don't have any lines. So we got all our fenders out, and I have to show you, I'm not a huge fan of sewing. I didn't really want to sew fender covers, but when we took off our fenders and deflated them last time, they were so sticky and disgusting that I was like, okay, we have to like figure out something else. I ended up getting this sock. I ordered it on Amazon, and it's this giant roll. You just fit it onto your fender and then you cut it off. It fit 8 of our fenders perfectly. I think I paid maybe 40 bucks for it. Huge time saver, better than spending time making fender covers. Here's Captain, with dock lines.
Yeah, we haven't used this in a while.
What a foreign concept. Do you remember how to tie them on? Get our dock lines on and we'll get on out of here. You're pumped. You're ready to go.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Gotta get into that little space. Good job.
Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Did it. Do you guys remember when we planned for the solar arch and tender handler back in Santa Barbara?
Showed me these really nice arches by this company called
Atlantic
something.
Well, weeks later, they finally arrived in San Diego, and so did we.
So let's go get this thing because it's currently sitting outside of an office on the curb. So yeah, this kind of worked out perfectly because Leah picked up the rental car today and it showed up today. It's meant to be.
I'm expecting to see like a giant box.
Oh, you don't see it?
Oh my god. So that's our package.
But look at this puppy. Close.
So close. Been at this for a little bit. We're gonna take one piece at a time. So we got this thing in. We're gonna cushion it with some cardboard and then come back. It's fine. Everything's fine. Just got a tower to box behind me.
This is the hardest part, right? Nope. The hard part hasn't even started yet.
Hermon's scaring half of San Diego. What a good gentleman. He brought a vacuum.
It's 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and we're taking bets. We want to be finished by Friday at sundown. Do we think we can do it? Kind of install them, and there's a little bit of assembly.
Yeah, because we gotta be out of here.
We gotta be out of
Well,
here.
we don't have to. We can extend, but
We don't want to.
we don't wanna.
It's gonna start with Leah being inventory. Look at her. She's got her laminate because she's a nerd. Let's run down the inventory.
Schedule 80 extra wide offset.
Okay, I'm gonna need both hands for this, so we will let you know if we're missing anything.
What we're supposed to get is a tender handler kit. Their packing thing isn't like super accurate. There's a bunch of stuff. It looks like you need some like lifting arm or something like that. Some kind of pulleys. And we literally just got this. And there's not even like any instructions on like how to install the arch. Ready to get to work.
So this is what it should look like. But that's 1 foot. It shows, that's a leg, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll tighten down.
Yeah.
But it shows a bolt, bling.
Yeah.
And this, they didn't label it. You should label everything. This, and then those, I'm guessing yellow is nylon, which is in there. And then the end, right?
This is actually the leg, right? That you're supposed to drill holes through?
Yeah, it's the leg. Yeah.
So if we could have one bit of advice is whoever owns this company should purchase a couple things from IKEA and see how the assembly goes. Look at how they do the instructions with like numbers and letters and steps and do that.
Instructions should be like idiot proof because
we're idiots.
We don't know what we're doing and it can't be refer to a video.
We've gotten to a good point.
Yeah, so far so good, not awful. We kind of just threw the instructions out the window and we did it ourselves, and it actually looks like what we're supposed to do.
This is my solar arch. So we put the legs on, which I don't really know if we needed to do that to stand it up, but we did. One thing that we've learned in the previous YouTube videos is that you really want to make sure that stuff is like taped. We attached a little string and then taped it. You don't want something falling in the water. We connected the two pieces using this connector piece, which I don't even know what it's called, but essentially this is like adjustable. These things can slide in and out, not to adjust once you install it, but it's to adjust it so that it's the perfect size or the perfect width to like the beam of the boat. So this is like where we're gonna send the screws in once we know like the perfect, well, I guess it's like give or take a few inches because this is flexible aluminum. This is kind of what it's going to look like. The next step is probably find how we're going to raise it up, hoist it up with some lines, and then get the ratchet straps. Yeah, because I think we have to use the ratchet straps.
Yeah, to bend it.
And then I don't know.
No, let's hoist it first and see what it looks like.
Yeah, I think we have to hoist it just to see like.
Yeah, if we need to be.
Is this a good idea? We have to figure out the Dinghy Davit situation because what happened was we thought that we purchased a Dinghy Davit kit, which was very expensive. It just came with just 2 bent poles, bent on purpose, but we're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Where's the rest of it? We aligned it with the stern. We see that it's actually way wider than it needs to be.
Which is good.
Which is, yeah, I guess
make it shorter.
Yeah, we can always make it shorter. You can't make it longer. So there's always an opportunity to, I think, cut this part.
Yeah, but we're like here right now. Like we have so much to move.
So we can still shimmy it in and also cut the legs.
But yeah, we're gonna move it in and try to get a good thing going.
As you saw from the little time lapse, we raised this. It was going very well. We've got a dilemma, is what to do with this radar mount.
Well, it's also the backstay. Wait, why don't we just angle it now? Like,
what the hell is he talking about?
Why don't we just pivot it now? Like this. Like.
You want to have it that far back?
Why not? Alleviates all of our problems.
So what happens right now is the side of the arch that is most aft is higher right now. But when we do the install, it's actually going to be yeah, it's going to be level. Yeah, so the back legs, we're all a little cuckoo. The back legs will actually go down, and I think it's going to be raised another, what, foot?
Oh yeah. Yeah, another foot.
So I think it's going to work.
I think it will.
I don't know. The way that, the reason I think it's going to work is because we are not the first boat with a backstay. It should have been designed with people like us in mind and everyone else in mind. So I think we're gonna be able to make this work.
Fiberglass is strong, baby. Fiberglass
is strong, baby. That's what he said. It's 5:30. It's almost quitting time. Police are spraying the sea lions. Yeah. Get 'em, get 'em. Oh, what's behind us?
2 solar panels. We're adding 820 watt to our solar array. Okay, day 2. 10 a.m. next day. We're gonna knock out a lot today. This is a big day for us.
This morning, we figured some things out. So we're not complete idiots.
Yeah, we may be missing some parts.
We maybe are a little bit, but.
Are you talking about missing parts?
Yeah, in general.
So we're missing some parts, but it's not our fault.
For the tender handler.
In the meantime, we can do the art. So we have it here, right here, and we're gonna lift it a little bit higher, kick it out, and see, kind of mocking where it's gonna go, and look at where the holes are gonna go through.
We're gonna start marking the hull, like where we wanna start drilling. And then we've got all of the, I think we have all of the equipment. Tiny little dilemma, how to hoist this thing up. And I know we've had it hoisted, but we're trying to hoist it so that it becomes level. So right now it's not leaning the way it's supposed to lean, or the way that we're supposed to set it up. This is all tilted this way and it's supposed to be level. What kind of line setup we need to have with our existing halyards?
So this pulls down, so we're gonna attach a line here, and that's gonna give us lateral movement. So we're gonna loosen this main, that's what those guys do. So I'll tie a rope, and then that'll give us this movement. So we'll go up and sideways.
How?
Up and sideways. Okay, so what's tricky about this is trying to lift it not straight up. You know, lifting things straight up is easy, but we're trying to cant it. We have this little setup here, which actually it's looking close, and we have the main pulling laterally.
Or it was pulling.
Yeah.
I think we've been pivoting way too much.
Okay, so we keep running into a situation which is where we're making adjustments with one leg and 3 other legs move. You know, it's just like impossible. We're gonna drill a hole into the boat, and we're gonna kind of lightly secure it so that we can pivot off of this area. Because right now, when we pivot, everything's moving. I'm gonna go down, and Leah's gonna knock in the middle of it, and I'm gonna make sure it's okay. I think it's okay. We'll drill a hole, cure this foot and the other aft foot onto the hull, and then pivot out. Any thoughts from the peanut gallery?
I've ran out of thoughts yesterday.
So we're gonna make holes in the boat. So actually, we're gonna take this off. Does that scare you?
A little bit.
A little bit. Let me tape it again then. Okay, so I made a little mark. Okay, but that's where we're gonna go. Okay, and I have to go in here behind our bed to access these stern. So let's go. So here's the hole that I made. Leah, go ahead and stick it through. Don't drop it. Okay, so just hold it there. I'm gonna put this little screw on. Give it a little wiggle. This is not gonna be permanent, so.
We've got a part that's attached to the boat.
So here's our tang. We got everything squared away, and we gotta wiggle this part in.
The tang. Now, I get the fun part of climbing into the little holes of the unknown. Dirty in there. This is really fun. Yeah. yes, I'm on the port side. Let's do it. Wah! There it is. We are in here, and we're ready to tighten. No, not yet. I'm tightening. All right. Job well done. Next step. I'm not super good at physics or math or anything like that, but I have a theory that once we have the legs and the feet and we loosen the strap, the legs won't actually touch the tow rails. So I think that theory is actually gonna work, but let's test it out. Just got a little bit more. So this is kind of what we're working with. So we've got it connected over here with the boom halyard, and then this is connecting to this.
So let's line them up. See if we need spacers.
Once those feet were mounted, that was the easy part. Now getting the legs of the tower inside those feet, that was the hard part. We just could not get them inside. We tried everything, even using ratchet straps to bring them in closer together. So we decided that we are going to take this thing down, bring it to the dock, and do the loading. And for the loading instructions, it's using ratchet straps to really bring them in, and so that you have proper tension. We have a theory that maybe once it's loaded, something will happen to the legs where they may pivot inward, because right now we're having a dilemma. We don't know if we're gonna need to have spacers or not. Okay, so Armand's gonna make first holes in the arch.
So this can slide like this.
Does that make a difference when you're preloading?
The instructions don't say. Find my screws. Solar panel. That's solar panel. Fishing arch. Bridge. This is a fishing arch.
It is now? Question mark?
This is a little dimple so that the drill doesn't walk out. So that while I drill, it doesn't go. Let's use Pikachu. I choose you. Now we'll go bigger. I don't have a big enough drill bit, and I've been walking it. Well, we're gonna have to go to Home Depot. Man, what a drag.
I actually haven't been to Home Depot in quite some time. I'll go with you for moral support.
The age-old question. If you don't go to Home Depot, is it even a project?
Guess not.
Here are the two things I needed was this drill bit and this hole saw so that I can make a spacer for this. It's the same size as the foot on the thing. Today is going to be drilling holes. We're going to preload it, and then we're going to put it on to test. And we might need to have spacers on the hull. We're not sure. We're going to know. I really don't want to, but if we have to,
yeah,
so be it.
Yeah.
I think preloading might help us with that.
I think so.
Get around the tow rail.
We extended our stay here for another day.
I'm trying not to think like that because I want to get the product done. I want to be like, oh yeah, we're here.
We extended our rental car for one more day.
So yeah, we have one more day. So basically 48 hours from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's tightened up on here. We're gonna do preloading now.
Yeah, well, we should have done yesterday. Yeah. That's okay.
We're gonna bring it in about 3 inches in the forward legs, which are longer legs.
Check out our little workshop area. We're under the bridge because there's nowhere else to work. And we don't wanna really be seen because we're not sure if we're supposed to be doing boat work out here. No one's complained yet, but we're gonna drill more and we don't wanna get kicked out.
So aluminum is pretty forgiving. What we're doing now is loading, preloading. We're compressing everything. We're gonna keep it compressed, put it on the boat, and then release the tension so that they kind of bow out, but the feet stay on. You can probably see with just some tension.
Take a look at this. That's moving closer, yeah.
Yeah, it pulled in quite a bit. So don't freak out because we didn't bend it, we just preloaded it. When we put it on the boat,
it's gonna expand a little bit.
Yeah.
We had a huge breakthrough. Armand's holding the thing. Well, he's not in pain because this is under tension, so he's fine. As we started putting this thing up and trying to pivot it, we actually were able to slide both of the aft legs into the feet that we had pre-drilled into the boat yesterday. So this is what we were struggling with big time yesterday. And so now, we're gonna keep hoisting this up. Now it's gonna be pivoting on these aft legs, and we're gonna see what the forward legs look like and what measurements, cuts we'll need to do. So,
like there's no tension.
So the preloading didn't do much for us.
In the wild marina of Shelter Island, the humans, once confident and full of fervour, now circle their prey, a half-assembled structure they call Tower in a Box. The couple forages once more in their natural habitat of marine supply stores. Will they find the hardware they need? Will the solar arch finally rise, or will it remain a modern ruin, a shrine to ambition and mediocre instructions? Find out in the next episode of Smoko Sailing.